God.
Great. Patton Oswalt, welcome, buddy.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing really great. Thank you for coming on the show. You're an author.
I wrote a book.
I mean, how exciting.
Yeah.
You're in the Library of Congress now.
I have a Library of Congress number.
Yeah.
That'd be good for my first tattoo.
I mean,
you know?
You've been waiting this long.
Yeah, exactly. That's, my lower back is shaved and waxed and ready to go, man. Get that right there. Boom.
You just have it prepared,
yeah. No, yeah.
Just in case?
Just in case. Something, you know, there's my number. Do it.
As a stand-up, though, I mean, and an actor, I mean, do you feel like, did you ever think you'd write a book? I guess you could.
No, well, I mean, in my head, when I started, I thought I was going to be a writer someday. And then, you know, stand-up, which you just write a very short joke and get an immediate reaction, is so much easier. So,
yeah.
You know, I kind of feel like I've come full circle now that, oh, I'm actually going to write a whole book now. But what was hard was I'm used to that immediate reaction, so I had to kind of recreate that atmosphere when I wrote it. So I hired a guy to heckle me while I would write. You know, he'd be like, "You suck, man. Bring on Mark Twain rules." Like while I was trying to write, and then and then I forced myself to have a 2-drink minimum before every writing session.
And you would have it, yeah.
I would, yeah. And then also that'd be like, you know, when I'd see the light, I'm like, oh, I got to get off. I got to finish. So
yeah,
you just kept it really. And
your last bit.
And I served nachos every time I wrote.
Oh,
so,
man.
Yeah, very nice.
I used to do the chicken fingers is the one I always would get.
Yeah, the chicken fingers.
But it's a really cool book because you got a bunch of cool stories in here. Some stand-up routines, but also stories and then like full disclosures on what you actually were doing while you wrote that chapter.
I just felt like I was trying to be as honest as I could in the memoir section. So I would put what I did on the internet while I was trying to write the chapter. Like I would go off and, you know, play like Gemcraft, or I would look up the lyrics to Toto's 99 for no reason, you know. And I felt kind of bad, but hey, you know, for all we know, when Vladimir Nabokov was writing Lolita, he would maybe take a break and go out and throw batteries at cars. We don't know what they did.
I don't know.
He didn't write about that. You know, maybe to relieve some stress.
That's true.
No one knows.
Speaking of music in here, you have a little Michael Stipe is on the audiobook. Yeah,
I do a chapter that's kind of structured around lyrics from the album Fables of the Reconstruction, which is like one of my favorite albums of all time. So
this makes me laugh. I love this.
Well, for the audiobook, I know a friend that asked Michael, would you read your own lyrics in this chapter? And he was so cool, and he said, I'll do it. Yeah,
that's fine. Amazing right there.
So he went to a recording studio in Atlanta and did it. And then when he got there, he was like, oh, these lyrics are wrong. He got them, because I listened to the album for years, and in my head, this is what they sang. And then he laughed, and he's like, well, he got this totally wrong, but he actually liked the fact that they weren't the right lyrics, because he's like, this is how he heard them, and this is how it affected him, so he just read the lyrics that I wrote down for the book and thought that was
cool
awesome.
Guy.
I know, he was like...
You rewrote an R.E.M. classic.
Yeah, and he was like, let's go with it. It's not bad. I like it. Yeah.
I think that's so cool of him. And then, you know, the other thing I love is Grandma's gifts.
I have a whole chapter about my grandma Runfola. She loved to give gifts, but what she loved even more was to tell you the story of how she got you the gift. So the gifts were insanely inappropriate. They had nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with this amazing, I went on this search and I found this thing. Like when I was 8, I got an autographed picture of Chuck Yeager, but it was autographed to someone named Jimmy. It wasn't autographed to me. And I was like looking at this, and she said, well, now I know that you like that movie Space Battles with the big
Space Battles.
And I was like, she goes, all right, Star Wars, I'm sorry. So I was gonna go to an estate sale, and on the way I saw a sign for a rummage sale, and the sign was written on the bottom of this pizza box from that place Manzi's, where the kid with the weird eye works, and you don't know which eye's looking at you. So I went to the rummage sale, and they had a box for a dime, and I bought it for the dime, and that picture's in there, and he's kind of like Han Solo, isn't he? That was the whole story. I swear to God. Yeah. So,
I love you, Grandma.
Yeah. Thanks, Grandma.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, are you on a crazy big book tour for this?
I'm doing a pretty big tour. It's not huge. I'm not hitting as many cities as I'd like.
Would you read an excerpt?
Well, that's what I was going to actually ask you, and I don't want to. This is just a blatant shill. Your show, millions of people watch it. You're all over the internet every single night. So I was wondering, could I use your show to kind of, because people are watching your show in bed right now. You know, they're up at night, they're in bed.
Yeah,
so what I wanted to do to kind of, reach potential readers, could I read them an excerpt in bed? Would that be okay?
Absolutely.
You have no problem?
I would love for you to do this. That would be amazing.
Thank you.
Patton Oswalt.
All right, cool.
Why don't you go over there and get ready?
Yeah, all right.
And this is amazing.
Okay, cool.
Patton, thank you so much. Here we go. He's going to get into bed. And now, get cozy.
There we go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a reading from Zombie Spaceship Wasteland from Mr. Patton Oswalt.
Oh, God. I'm exhausted, America. Are you? Yeah. You mind if I read you a little bit of my new book, Zombie Spaceship? You'd like that? Okay, cool. That's, what's that? Of course it's on Kindle. What? Here's a romantic passage. The dungeon master had taken my figure off the table to the side to represent how my character had gone through a hell portal to a different plane of existence where the sky was boiling blood and the ground was the scabbed-over corpse of a dead god. Ulvac, my half-orc assassin character, stood in dragon hide armor and a tattered cloak, holding Bloodgusher, his sentient broadsword, one-handed. The demon who ruled this hell plane, I forget his name, parlayed with Ulvac, offering to send him back to the material plane of existence if he'd act as the demon's messenger and assassin.
Guys, Patton will be at Caroline's on Broadway this weekend. The book is in stores now and on Kindle. Patton Oswalt, everybody. We're cooking meatballs.